Okay, so this is how Brooks found out that Gleb cheated and what went down in the first two episodes of Love Thy Nader. So basically, Gleb has been on tour for Dancing with the Stars, and Brooks was living in New York City with her sisters. Somehow, the first 2 days he has off are the same 2 days that her parents are visiting from Louisiana for her big Hudson jeans launch collection. So Gleb gets to New York City to their penthouse, and they're literally making out the entire time, like in front of their sisters. And the sisters are starting to get some red flags that this might be a toxic relationship. Gleb even felt a little tension from Brooks's dad. After he left New York, they had a little bit of a tiff because he wanted to spend his 2 days off with just her, and basically they spent the time with her whole family. So Gleb flies to Joshua Tree, which is where he has a house, and he lands and doesn't text Brooks back for 2 hours, so she's like freaking out and she has a bad feeling. Then all of a sudden, Gleb is like, oh my god, I lost my phone. And the Uber driver that dropped Gleb off at the airport brought the phone back to Brooks's penthouse apartment. So then Brooks is like, oh my god, what's his passcode? Should I go through his phone? And she goes through his phone and finds out that he's having threesomes in Joshua Tree. She sees a lot of screenshots on his photos and she goes through his texts. And then Gleb basically went to the press and said that Brooks hasn't answered him in a few days and that he felt blindsided. When really Brooks just like didn't know what to say. She didn't want to text him. She eventually texted him like, you owe me an explanation. I'm not expecting to get one. And you're basically dead to me. And then Gleb just kept like talking to the press like more and more and more, which kind of like exposed himself and also got all the fans to believe him at first, and they were blaming Brooks. I'm dying to know what was actually on his phone and if he ever got his phone back.